Hello there, and welcome to a new segment on my channel. I think I'm going to call the weekly update. Basically, what this is going to be is a 10 to 15 minute long uninterrupted take of me discussing topics, talking about topics that I either thought about during the week or that I just want to talk about on a weekly basis, kind of giving a life update for people that care, and just talking about things that I think are interesting, to discuss, whether that be movies or whatchamacallit, acting stuff, content stuff, or just ideas in general. And so I've got a little notebook of stuff that I want to talk about, and listen, it's going to be me talking for 10 to 15 minutes, kind of like a podcast style. As you can see, I've got a microphone, very professional. It would really surprise you how long it took me to set this up. I literally just got one light and an audio interface and some stuff, but it took me like a half hour to set all this up and get everything working properly. And so, listen, it's going to be me talking, and if that's not your thing, you don't really want to sit around and hear me talk for 10 to 15 minutes. I completely understand. I get it. Just leave a like, and we'll see you in the next video. I think that's the most YouTuber thing I think I've ever said in my life. But so first, let me just explain what this is and kind of why I wanted to do it. And there are a few reasons why I want to do it. So number one, I was filming a video the other day, or trying to film a video, and I noticed when I was going back to edit it that a lot of the times when I'm talking in videos, I say a lot of there's a lot of pauses in me talking, and I mean I can just fix those by editing, do those short little cuts you see when you're editing, but I kind of want to practice my on-camera presence. Because even when in acting stuff, when I'm practicing in my acting classes, and a lot of the acting stuff, it's a lot of scene study, it's a lot of, scene work, character work, monologues, things like that. And I realized that I'm not really practicing my on-camera presence. Excuse me. But so I figured, why not just do this one long take on a podcast style, to kind of force me to quit with the the pauses, and just keep going, and to just practice being on camera, because whether it be making content, for YouTube or anything else, or acting, I mean, my plan is to be on camera for the rest of my life pretty much, so I figure I better get pretty good at that, and, because the acting is its own thing, and then hold for siren. So the acting is its own thing, and when I'm practicing the acting, I'm not necessarily practicing being on camera, because I think they're two separate things. And I really just want to... Hold up. This is the first one, alright? So there's going to be a little bit of trial and error here, alright? Just got to get the microphone good. This is a learning experience for the both of us, alright? For the first time. So, you know what? Just hit the microphone. But anyway, yeah. So, one, I want to practice my on-camera presence and get that to where I'm more comfortable on camera, because I feel like I plan a video out, I can plan a scene out, and then once they hit record, once I hear action, you kind of freak out a little bit. Once I'm in front of a camera, I kind of forget what I'm going to do, and I get super nervous, and I still, I'm really nervous filming this right now, and I think that's natural, but that's all. The comfortability is only going to come by practicing being on camera. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. Another reason is, if you have been with my page since I started, one problem that I run into a lot is consistency. I don't post consistently at all, and every time I post on YouTube specifically, I say that I'm going to keep I'm going to stick to a schedule of posting once a week, and I promise you, I try to. Okay, I try to, but I just moved out to LA. It's been like 5 months now. Okay, so I didn't just move back, but I just moved to LA. I'm doing an internship Tuesday through Thursday. I just started a new job that I'm doing Friday, Monday, and Saturday, and sometimes Sunday. I've got acting class on Sunday. So trying to fit, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm just saying, trying to fit making content into that schedule, and then not only shooting the videos but editing them and editing. See, this is what I'm talking about. Editing them to a place where I feel comfortable posting them, because like I don't want to just make videos. I want to make good videos, right? So editing them to a place where I'm comfortable with them has been really challenging over the past few months. So I figured this one take kind of podcast style thing would be good, because I'm literally just gonna put the audio and video together. It's super simple editing wise, and it's just, it's easier, and it consists for content consistency. This is something I can do every week. It'll take me 10 to 15 minutes and maybe a half hour or so to edit, and I can consistently post this every week. And it's just, so that's, those are the two main reasons: on camera presence practice and consistency when it comes to content. So with that being said, let's get into it. Let me find my drink real quick. Ooh, I don't even have a table right here yet. Like I said, this is a work in progress. It is what it is. We're gonna do the best we can, and it's gonna get better over time. But I built a little bit of a set. I got the light going. Got some books over there. I got the Enter the Dragon poster. One of the greatest movies of all time. I'm just saying. Anyway, so some things I want to talk about today was, first off, like I said, just explaining why I want to do this and what it's kind of going to be. And like I said, if it's not your thing, totally cool. Just we'll see you in the next one. It's all good. I am going to try to still make other videos, obviously, but I want to make better videos. I want to make more cinematic style videos, and just different things where I'm not feeling. And with this, I'm not going to feel pressured into posting something that I really don't want to post, because if I'm posting this every week, and it's something I just fall back on, just getting something out there, keeping that consistency. I'm not going to feel pressured to make videos that I don't really care about. I can take longer to make good videos that I really want to make, which is kind of what I've wanted to do from the beginning. So yeah, and just collaborate with people that I really want to collaborate with, because I've met some amazing people out here so far that I really want to shoot some cool stuff with. So very excited about that. Let's see. Yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about, I think, is just what my ultimate goal is in terms of, I guess, life and career and acting or whatever. Because I feel like you hear all the time, I'm going to move to LA to be an actor. And like, I feel like there's not a lot of transparency when people say that as to what they really mean. So at least for me, the ultimate goal, like if I could have anything, obviously, greatest actor in the world, whatever, I want to win an Oscar. Yeah, that's all good and well. But I think, like, obviously that would be great, and that's a great goal to have. And I mean, of course, why not? Who wouldn't want that? But I think the realistic goal for me is that if I can, what I want to be able to do is, if I can make a living doing the things I love, like acting, making YouTube videos, creating with people that I want to create with, creating the things that I want to create, not just doing work for a paycheck, but creating things that I actually care about. Acting, YouTube videos, making short films, making my own stuff, photography, all that stuff. If I can make a living and live the lifestyle that I want to live, doing all that, that to me is the dream, right? That is the ultimate goal, to be able to make a living and doing what you're passionate about. And I think that's the ultimate goal for anybody in any space, right? Like, I mean, you hear the phrase, like, you'll never work a day in your life if whatever that thing is. Like, if you do something you're passionate about, you never work a day in your life, blah 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 blah, and whatever. Maybe that's not necessarily true, but my ultimate goal is to be able to sustain the lifestyle I want to live by acting, creating videos, collaborating with others, and making things that I genuinely care about. Because I think sometimes the goal in acting can get lost, and especially in today's day and age, there are so many actors out there, and yeah, there's especially now with the strike. I mean, not now obviously, but just in this general age of streaming, hypothetically speaking, if everything goes according to plan and the industry's back up and running, with actually livable standards in the next couple months. In this age of streaming, there's so much stuff being shot all over the place, but there's also so many more actors. So it's like, I forget where I was going with this. So yeah, so it's like it's nice to have the goal of being the greatest in the world, and that's what you should strive for in whatever you do, right? Every time you go on stage, you're on set, you should try to be the best that you possibly can be. But I think the ultimate goal is just to be able to sustain your lifestyle by doing the things that you love. And yeah, that at least for me, if I can do that that's all I want. That's all I want. And I'm saying that's all I want. Like, it's a small thing, obviously it's a huge thing, and people try to do it, and most people never succeed in that. But you know what? Rather go out trying, right? But yeah. So next, what do I want to talk about next? Yeah. So I want to talk about commercial acting versus theatrical acting, because recently I have been lucky enough to do some commercial work while I'm out here. I did some stuff for Dr. Pepper. I'm on their TikTok, and I recently just shot some stuff for a mobile game, and it's like commercial acting is the funniest thing in the world, because the stuff you have to say is this is just some of the most cringe-worthy dialogue I think that I've ever said in my life. But it's just so much different from theatrical acting, because theatrical acting, like, you're going in and you're going into a character, and you're like, what are the motivations behind my character? And commercial acting, it's like, we want you to be like, we want all the emotions huge, we want everything to be big, and just say this the monologue is like that long, and it's like, I don't even it's just like you look at it, you're just like, what, like, you want me to say that kind of thing? But it's so much fun too, because everybody knows that, like, it's not serious, and even though the production value on the shoots is super high, it's like these little skits that we were filming, it almost brings me back to like college or something, filming these little skits, and but just with the production value of, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to touch on that, because I think commercial acting is really, really interesting. It's not always fulfilling, I don't think, but it can be a lot of fun, and you meet some really cool people on these sets too, and it pays, which is fun. And during the strike, at least, there's still that kind of work going around. But what else? What's next? Oh yeah, something I've been really into recently that I really want to get into, and so I've always kind of been into like martial arts and martial arts films, and like my favorite kind of movies are those old kung fu flicks with like the poorly dubbed kung fu flicks from like the 1970s or something, just because, I don't know, I love those cheesy like old Hollywood old Hong Kong Hollywood kind of martial arts movies. I love those growing up, and I mean, you can ask my family, I watched way too many of them. But something I've been getting into recently is so back when I was in Cincinnati, I started doing parkour. Shout out Swift Movement Studio. If you're in Cincinnati and want to try parkour, check them out. They're the best. And that's where I kind of got into like a little bit of acrobatics and stuff. And recently I've had this urge to start practicing like fight choreography and martial arts in film. And I really want to learn stunt fighting and stuff like that. I've been watching the One Piece live action recently, which is wild because I haven't seen the One Piece anime, but I'm on like episode 5 of the live action, and I really think I'm going to start the anime, even though like I don't know how long it's going to take me to do those 1,000 episodes. But the fight I'm really loving Zoro's character, and the fight choreography for Zoro is sick. And this is not just a new thing. I've been wanting to like get into fight choreography for a while. I just don't know how to do it. But now that I'm in LA, I want to get into like more stunt work and martial arts and like martial arts tricking and fighting for screen, and just I want to make really cool fight scenes. There's this dude on TikTok that I follow named Fiction, and if you've never heard of Fiction, one, he's an incredible dancer. He was taking over this. You've definitely seen his I forget what the song is, but he has this video on YouTube of him dancing back in like 2016 or something that has like millions of views. Shout out Fiction. He's sick. But he recently started making fight choreography videos with like katanas and stuff, and his fight choreography videos are insane. And I kind of want to do kind of like that, except put my own twist on it. Like he makes like sword fighting videos with katanas and shit, and it's like I want to do that. Oh, sorry, party mouth. But so I've been having these ideas for fight scenes. Just like I want to film really, really cool fight scenes. But I gotta learn how to do that stuff first, and my flexibility for like throwing kicks and stuff, not there yet. So that's something that I want to start practicing and get to, because I think that would be really, really cool. I'm a big fan of like Scott Adkins. I mean, Bruce Lee, obviously. Jackie Chan, Jet Li. I mean, dude. And some of the newer stuff that's coming out, there's this show called Wu Assassins on Netflix, and the fight choreography in it, insane. And I think that like when you combine the technology with the martial arts and like camera angles and stuff like that, you can make some really, really cool stuff. So I really want to get into that soon, like really, really soon. I kind of want to. I want to start making action movies. You know, like it would be sick to be an action star. I mean, that'd be so cool. Like that'd be so cool. Like what more could you ask for? It seems like so much fun. So I really, really want to get into that soon. But let's see. Is there anything I really want to touch on? You know what? I think that is going to do it for the first episode of the weekly recap. If you stuck around thus far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Drop me a comment and let's talk about stuff in the comments, man. Give me ideas for videos. I want to hear what you guys think about this setup and about this exercise. These will get better. We'll get into a well-oiled machine in a couple weeks. Yeah, I like this a lot. It didn't go nearly as poorly. I don't think. I haven't watched. I guess when I watch it back, I'll see. It didn't go nearly as poorly as I thought it was going to. But I guess I like to talk, so that doesn't really, I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. Trying out this new thing. But yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one or in the next video, and there'll be a new one of these up next week. All right. So. Thank you. I love you. Have a great week, great day, great night, great whatever, wherever you are. Jesus. Thank you. Bye.